Hello. I'm walking around my neighborhood and I decided I have an idea, and this involves Melanie. Oh, by the way, I've never done this before. This is my first time walking and vlogging. But I got the idea from Melanie because she hadn't made a video in a long time. And she made a really nice 8-minute video talking about vlogging your life. How isn't it neat to capture some of the things going on in your life if you just vlog? So my idea was maybe I'll do it. I was going to ask Melanie to do it. Melanie could vlog, I could vlog, and then we could put it together with different comments. I don't know, maybe that would work. Well, I was just watching a TED or listening to a TED.com presentation about a guy, a designer in New York City, so it made me think of Melanie and reminded me of her video. So here I am vlogging. I love Tampa. I've been here 5 weeks, and I wanted to talk about the small town feel. Now, we live in South Tampa. It's considered urban. They're not subdivisions. Well, we're in a gated community here of about 150 townhouses. But the urban feel is that you can walk around and you see a lot of independently owned shops. You can ride your bike through the streets, perpendicular and parallel. It's not like I have to drive through a neighborhood out to a main busy street. I have many ways to get places, and I'm having a good time exploring. I'm encountering excellent customer service, happy people, people who look you in the eye and say hello. I'm seeing pretty good manners from strangers, people who care. Now, I don't know, ask me in a couple years if I still see that or feel that. Maybe I have romantic notions of being in my new location. But I want to share one story about paying for storage space for our travel trailer. Our pop-up camper is about 20 feet by 8 feet. We cannot store it in our townhouse. We have to store it somewhere. Well, when Bob moved here, we have a cousin about 40 minutes away who was so gracious to offer part of his driveway. So it was at his house for about 4 months. We looked on the internet, looked around. Internet, right? Isn't that where we go to research? So I found 2 or 3 places, actually 2, to store boats and trailers. One was taken, have to have a waiting list, and the other one had 3 prices for depending on the size of your vehicle. Well, we needed a small spot that would come out to about $60. They had a slightly bigger spot for $70. And guess what? We ended up with a 30-foot spot that would accommodate a large RV for $95 a month. Well, being the frugal one in the family, I thought that's too much money to store an RV. Can't we do better? The spot that we couldn't get it was about $80 a month. So I knew that this would be short term, maybe 3 months at $95 a month. And I also wanted to make sure that we got our use out of this camper. Are we going to store it and not use it? So yes, we're going to use it hopefully at least once a month. That's a plan so far for the next 3 months, 3 or 4 months. Well, by the way, this is great. Exercise and vlog at the same time. I should pick up my pace a little. By the way, in Tampa, I'm not complaining about 90 degrees. It can be hot, but there is a breeze coming. There's always seems to be a breeze, and you just change your clothes, that's all. So what? Not a big deal. I'm going to go into the pool. I have a backpack on with a towel, and it's built into my walk. It's 11 minutes, 1 lap around. That's probably about what it was in my old neighborhood. I don't know. Hi, Julie. Wish we could be walking together. Julie gave me the idea of walking, being consistent in life. That's another thing Melanie said for success, consistency. So Julie told me, I hope you don't mind me sharing this, Julie. She's trying, lately her exercise is 3 times a day, anywhere from 20, 30, or 60 minutes. And I thought, cool. Well, I rode my bike this morning to the pool and swam a mile and rode back. My bike ride's only about 12 minutes. Right when I got back, I did one lap, 11 minutes. Earlier today, I did 24 minutes. And today, I'm just going to walk a mile. Well, maybe I'll keep my walking because right now I should be going to the pool, which I'm passing right now. Okay, so I'm getting off the topic. The topic was the small town feel, customer service. I was talking about the camper. Well, this is quite interesting. My observation is if you're not on a website online, you might not be found. And do you want to be found? Do you want to stay small town? So I spent about 45 minutes, and I don't know how I found it. Maybe I looked up Yellow Pages. Maybe I Googled in some boat storage. But I found this really, really nice place. We wanted to keep it in South Tampa. We don't want to drive a far distance. So I found this place called Dry Boat Storage. I called the lady up, met her husband the next day, and it's this enclosed area. It looks very safe, lots of trees. Some of the boats have like a carport, a rooftop. We didn't get that. Very nice guy, personal relationship. This other place, the lady was kind of nice, but she kind of smiled a big grin. I said, look, $95 a month. Can we be first on the waiting list? And she said, yes, you are, for the $55 or $60 a month area. That's all we need, 20 feet by 10 feet. Oh, yes, oh, yes. And then you can kind of feel people out after a while, and towards the end of the conversation, I thought, it's not going to happen. There's no spots opening up. She's just kind of telling me what I want to hear. So I'm like, okay, so nice lady. But these people we met yesterday, there's a guy who lives on the grounds, kind of like the caretaker. A very nice guy named Lauren. He and his wife own and operate like a deli or a meat market or some small convenience store. They've lived here many years. They've owned the place since 1988. $54 a month if we pay for 12 months. I can live with that. But what I want to say is it's really cool to find these small, independently operated businesses. That's my mission, to patronize. I found a nice bike shop that I like. We have this grocery store within walking distance outside our gate, owned by an Indian fellow who is about to add on to a store with authentic Indian food lunches. I can't wait to try it. So I'm used to the big. I never really got it. When I lived in Charleston, my friend Pat Rowe said, oh, Lynn, this was 20 years ago. Oh, Lynn, go to Chapter 2 bookstore. Use the local places. And I'm like, Pat, I got to go to the Books A Million. I got to go to 5 minutes away, what's convenient. I can't take 20 minutes and figure out parking. I have little kids. And she said, the more consumers buy local, go to the small stores, we help keep them in business. So anyways, I really like the small business. That's long enough for my first blog. Hope you didn't find it too boring. If you did find it boring, you probably didn't make it to this spot. So have a great day.